Hello, YouTube friends. This is Recovering Yankee. I'd like to thank you for watching my videos, and I'd like to thank you for subscribing. Some of you have subscribed. I've seen a lot of likes, and I'm just thankful that people are paying attention to what I'm doing. So the question is, why am I doing this? Why am I putting myself out there? I'm not a professional. I'm not Dr. Berg or some of these others that are professionals with respect to keto or carnivore. I'm just a regular guy. And I am doing the best I can with respect to the knowledge I acquire through reading articles, videos. I watch YouTube videos and get information, and I try to apply that information that I learned in those videos and in those articles to what I'm doing. And of course, I'm a beginner. Now, I will tell you I have a history with keto. From in 2017, I weighed 260 pounds, and I went on a keto diet without trying to learn anything about it. I just basically went on the diet, and I went down from 260 pounds to 240 pounds. And then I stopped at 240, and I never lost another pound for 3 more years. I found out from reading articles and from watching videos that I was not drinking enough water. I found out that I was not exercising enough. I found out that I was not getting regular enough sleep. And I found out that I was not, at the time when I was doing keto, I was not eating enough carbohydrates. I found out that I was not taking electrolytes. I found out that I was not drinking enough water, etc., etc. I found out a lot of things. So I understand that I made errors on my first go around with respect to the carnivore/keto diet. And now I am doing it again. I tried the rice diet for a while. Rice diet was very effective. It works. I was losing 1.5 pounds a day. However, you have to have incredible willpower if you're not at the Rice House Clinic. I tried the starch solution diet. It worked, but again, not enough willpower to keep on it, and too many temptations from foods that I like garlic bread and egg fried rice and things like that. So now I was introduced to this diet, the carnivore diet, by a friend of mine. He said, "Hey, why don't you go on the carnivore diet?" I said, "I don't know anything about it, but I'll look into it." I looked into it. I found out about the amount of fat that is removed from a person's liver from a university study. And I decided, as a result of that article, to do the carnivore diet the next day. Because I have fatty liver. I know I do. I have not had that verified by a doctor or a test, but I can tell by the way my left side of my gut is fatter than the right side, and harder as well. So I make the assumption that I have fatty liver, and what I did was I read an article where they tested hundreds and thousands of people with fatty liver. And what they did is they put them in a clinic, and I'm paraphrasing from the article I read. I'm not reading the article right now. They separated all the people into groups. Some of the people they put on a vegan diet, some of the people they put on a vegetarian diet, some of the people they put on the South Beach diet, the fireman's diet, and every other diet as well, including keto and including carnivore. And in the diet, what they did is they measured the amount of fat at the beginning of the diet, and they measured the amount of fat after 30 days. How much fat was removed from the liver after 30 days on each of the diets. Well, it turns out from the study that all the diets reduced 1% or less of the fat on the liver in 30 days. But the carnivore diet reduced it 30% in 30 days. So after reading that article on the internet, the next day I went on the carnivore diet. And I've been showing a video log of my journey every day. Not only my weigh-ins, but some of the problems I'm having and some of the confusion that I have. and some of the new things I might have watched or read on an article or a video. So, couple days ago, I made a comment about broccoli, how broccoli causes people to lose weight on the carnivore diet. I don't know much about it. I just read an article about it. I'm just sharing what I read. I did link one article that had a mention of the broccoli, and the other articles I could not link for some reason. I'm not a tech expert, so I don't know. I'm 57. What do I know? Anyway, as I learn these things, I try them, and as you folks give me suggestions, I try them as well. Unfortunately, I am also getting some suggestions that are contradictory to other suggestions, such as one person said that I should have decreased calories. Another person said that no calories are, you don't even worry about counting your calories. Now, so I have to, when I hear any contradictions like that, I have to go look it up with Dr. Berg or, I can't think of the names of all the people. There's a Dr. Ekberg. There's Dr. Berg. I like him because he does keto. And I can't think of some of the others. Dr. Chafee is one of them. A couple others. So I go and start watching their videos, or I start reading articles to find out which side of the contradiction is true and which one is not. And again, that was an example. I'm not picking on the person that said that. I'm thankful that the person has the time and the courage and the appreciation to make a comment. I appreciate all the comments. Even if some of the comments are negative, I appreciate the comments. One guy told me I'm cuckoo for trying to do this. I don't think that was the exact word cuckoo, but it was the basic gist of the conversation. I would like to appreciate even that person for making a negative comment. Now, it's not nice to receive negative comments. It kind of ruins your day, but it would be nice if you could speak as if you're speaking to a beginner, because you know why? There are beginners that are working on the carnivore diet just like I am, and they're working out their problems, and they're struggling day by day to keep going. And it would be nice if you could encourage them. It would be nice if you could teach them as well, and it would be nice if you could edify them and help them, just like I'm trying to edify them and help them. Because whatever you say, people are reading it. And if you say something negative, then the people that are struggling with this diet may become negative and may quit the diet. So I'd appreciate if you say something positive, not only to me, but to the amount of people that are watching and learning something as a result of my trials and tribulations. Now, I weighed myself this morning. I had a different video I was going to post, but I decided to get rid of it because I thought it was too much of a baby. Like, I'm being such a baby, so I just deleted it. Anyway, I weighed myself this morning, 262.4 pounds. Excuse me, I have a cold now. No, very thorough cold. We had some 27-degree weather here in sunny South Carolina, and now I've got the cold. My nose is starting to run, everything. So I wanted to tell you, I think that I'm going to stop eating hot peppers while I'm on the carnivore diet. And the reason I'm going to stop eating my Carolina Reapers, which I love, and I've loved for a long time, and my ghost peppers, which I've loved for a long time, is because I've noticed that over the last couple of days, every time I eat a pepper now, it burns inside my gut. Never used to do that before. It would do it if I overdid, and I had too many hot peppers in one setting, but now it's every time I even eat a hot pepper, even if I sprinkle hot peppers on my food, it's just affecting me in a harsh way. So I'm going to probably quit the hot peppers, which someone will probably have to send me to a mental institution because of what I just said. I'm Mr. Pepper Guy, right? Anyway, I'm I want to know what you guys think about me eating the peppers. They used to not burn me. They used to not affect me as much. I mean, obviously they do give you a little burn on your lips. They give you a burn on your tongue. No matter how experienced you are, you get the burn. And usually, it, if you overdo it, it goes into your belly, and you can feel it burning all the way down. But it's an acceptable burn. Recently, I've noticed that this is a very aggressive burn, and it's much more painful on my belly. It still doesn't affect my tongue and my lips and uh, my mouth as much as it did. It's it's still nothing in my mouth. I can eat peppers all day long. It's just the belly now. So I'm wondering if the belly my belly has been altered by the carnivore diet, and now I can't accept hot peppers in my belly anymore. I don't know. Again, I'm a beginner. I have never experienced this kind of burn in my belly from peppers, except when I was a newbie or a boot camp when I was in. You called it a boot. We used to be called boot camps if we were new. So anyway, let me have your opinions about that. Knowing that I have been a pepper expert for years and a very adept person with respect to hot peppers for years, they haven't affected me like they are now. So now, one person, I wanted to say this. A couple people said, and I really appreciate these comments. A couple people said that the food I eat yesterday does not affect me until next week. The food I ate last week is what's affecting me now. So the meats and the eggs and stuff that I ate last week are what's causing me to lose weight today. I can appreciate that. I don't know it for a fact, but I can appreciate it. And I also am thinking, some weeks I go where I haven't lost a single pound. I actually stayed like 265.8 for about a week and a half. And then I was 268.6 for a week and a half before that, or 2 weeks before that. That was weird. I don't understand why I would stay exactly the same weight day after day after day, and then suddenly change. Like when I was 268.6, I stayed there for 2 weeks, like I said, or so. And then all of a sudden out of the blue, 267, and then 265. And then I stayed at 265 for 2 weeks. Someone can explain that. I think it's interesting. I think it's an interesting phenomenon. So, also, I just wanted you to know I'm going to try to show you this if it will work on my computer. I'm keeping a log of all my data for my diet, including my amount of protein I'm eating. And let me show you that now. Here we go. Okay, that's my chart. On the left, I have the date. Then I have the weight of my weigh-in. Then how many pounds I lost on that day. How many pounds I lost total. Pounds until 165 pounds. Average weight loss per day. Minimum grams of protein. Maximum grams of protein. And here's some of my nutrition information. So I know how much to eat and when to eat. Now, as you see, I've been going up and down this since 10/18 was my first day on the diet. And you can see my weigh-in charts right down here. Let me see if I can get to, there's the cursor. 268.6. I was the same weight, 268.6, for at least 3 weeks. Even more. Almost 4 weeks. Here was where I switched to 267. Okay? So I was 268.6 all the way up to from here to there. Look at that. I don't think that's normal. But at least I wasn't gaining weight. That's a good positive. And then after I went 267, I stayed there for one day. I went 265.8. And then look what happened. All the way down to here, I was 265.8. That's another week where I didn't gain any weight. Oh, that's 265.0. So from here to there, I didn't gain or lose a single pound. And I didn't even lose or gain an ounce. Again, that's weird. And then here I am, 263.8, 263.8, 263.8. And then suddenly out of the blue, 262.4. Now, where it says 145, that's a fake number. As you can see, that's tomorrow's numbers right there. And when I add tomorrow's weight, whatever tomorrow's weight is, it will change these numbers. Okay? Because my overall goal weight from when I was on the rice diet was 145. They said I'm 5'9", I'm male, I should weigh 145. So I'm using that as a low baseline. I'm not hoping to go to 145. I'm hoping to go to 165, which is what I was when I got out of the Navy. Probably if I'm 145, I'm going to be too gaunt. I might even be too gaunt if I'm at 165. Who knows? I'll know when I get down there. I'm using the movie Christine as a way to determine how much weight I should lose. Now, some of you might say, oh, well, that sounds crazy. Who uses a movie like Christine to determine if they're losing enough weight or they're in the right range? The man who sold the car to Arnie, the 58 Plymouth Fury, he had that gaunt face. His cheekbones were visible, and his face was like that. He gaunt, very gaunt. He didn't have an ounce of fat on him, and he had that some kind of thing around his ribs to hold his ribs in. I forget what it was. Corset, that's what it's called. He had this corset around his ribs, and he was super skinny. I don't want to be like that's too much. I don't want to be gaunt. I want to get down to 175 and look at how I look in the mirror. I want to look and see if I don't want my cheekbones sucked in like that. So when I get down to 185, say, I'm going to start going, okay, 185, I still can lose some more weight. 165, this looks pretty good. I might just stop at 165 and do maintenance work after that. And now, if 165, I'm still fatty, still a big cow, then I will go down to 145 if necessary. But right now, I'm going to go by look. And I use the movie, like I said, the movie Christine is my example. I do not want to be gaunt. Anyway, so these are some ramblings of mine. I appreciate your comments. Please help me to learn more. Give me accurate information. Help me to learn more. And by helping me, you're helping some beginners that are watching me. I'm becoming like an example to some beginners, and I like that. I appreciate that. I appreciate that responsibility. I also want you to appreciate that responsibility. So watch your negative comments and give positive, uplifting comments and give accurate knowledge. Thank you very much. Peace.